here talking about women in alignment, and we usually are always going to refer to a SWOT analysis when you are dealing with anything, men, women, but we're talking about women right now because this is Women in Alignment Wednesday. So, what you want to do is basically when you're getting yourself in alignment, and what I have brought to that to mean for me is when you've kind of you've definitely identified areas of life in what your concerns or business that you want to focus on. If it's something where you want to work with someone or you want to do a collaboration, you want to get yourself in alignment. My point of view is that if you are, hey Elaine, from where you at now, Elaine? Oh, you still in Kingston. She is still at St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So that is Elaine, you guys. Elaine is your all around virtual accountant, as she would say. And you want to get on her Kalinda, okay? Because I just love it when she says that. Kalinda. So get on her calendar. So good morning. And that's something you want to do. Good morning, Shannon. I called the number you. Okay, of course, you know I'm multitasking. Hold on, y'all. What number did I give her? I have no idea. So let's look at that. You guys want to get on her calendar so that you can schedule some time to talk to her. She said, I called the number that you gave me and we were able to. Okay. So wow, wonderful. That is great. Okay. So nice. All right. So I've been having like some back issues lately. My back is really missing in spaces. I'm sure one of my vertebrae is probably something in there is causing the issue, and it's like that empty space of pain that happens. But I'm just trying to keep my back supported, and I'm sure because the whole year of sitting, being here at this thingy shelter in place. Anyway, so we're talking about women in alignment and being in alignment. And the way that works is when you are wanting to either connect with someone or work with someone or however, relationship, you really want to establish an alignment with yourself. And the way you want to do that is you want to look at the fact of who and what are you doing? What are the strengths that you have in relation to you or what you're bringing to that platform. Sometimes you have a magic and a strength that you don't even realize that is there because other people see it and they understand it. And there's times where you just don't, you're not the shiny thingy in the box because you're not. That's not your personality. But when it's time for you to do what you need to do, people are going to understand and listen. And that's kind of where I am at this point. You guys see me here, and I'm on here talking with you guys, but overall, my personality type is not to be. I'm not the one that wants to be standing up in the front. I'm okay with sitting, on the backside. But when I do have what I need to do, then that's where I'm like, no, I'm in leading this platform here, and you got to understand what's going on. So the thing is that being in alignment with yourself and knowing what your personality types are and knowing how you work, when it comes to that time frame to do it, then you have to stand and deliver, as I would say. Stand and deliver and do it. And but that's where your strengths lie. That's where that magic happens. That's where the time when you have things going on and people are understanding that you are that authority in that. You are that expert. You bring um, a particular something that they don't have. And that's where you will thrive. And you want to thrive in that area. But it's also the strengths. It is your strength and be okay with it. Be okay to claim your strength in that. That strength is what lies in you. And that's what makes the difference for you to be able to exceed and excel. And sometimes we don't necessarily feel comfortable doing that for whatever said reasons. And, we're not necessarily getting into that right now, but we have to also understand that when you have a strength and it's yours and it was given to you, then you need to execute it and you need to do it. And that's just really bottom line. You have to, and that goes for everybody. We all have to do it, and we have to sit sometime and just say to ourselves, what is the strength that I have? Hey girl. Okay, hold on. Y'all know I don't know who that is. It says Facebook user. And see, if it was Maisha, it would be something else. But the hey girl is going to be someone else. Hold on. Okay. Now you guys know we're going to put that shirt up. Okay, really soon. I'm putting it up like right now. Okay, hold on. I got to say happy birthday to somebody. But that's okay. We're going to keep going. So hold on for a second. So I didn't change the shirt. But hold on. Hi, Tamara Sharif Muhammad. Thank you for being here. Hey, Elaine. So we got Elaine, of course, in the building. We have Tamara, who's also in the building. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for coming. And it's always a good time to see folks that was always there and definitely supporting what you're doing. So right now we're talking about women. Oh, I missed assignment. And again, we started with strengths and knowing and identifying what your strengths are. And one of those things is that being okay to be wherever the strength is that you have and being able to do that, that's definitely something that we do all have to get comfortable in, because it is an attention getter. It is something that will bring attention to you. And if you like to kind of be on the back skirts, like usually I do, I'm okay with that when it is appropriate. So let's just get that clear, because taking positions of authority or taking positions of leadership, I don't mind, especially if it's something that I know I need to be that leader in and I need to do, because again, I'm probably the best at doing it, then that's what it'll be. I will do that. But I'm not the one that gotta always just be, see me. No, I'm okay with that, because I kind of operate in stealth mode sometimes. I get things done when they're done and everybody else is still trying to figure it out. So that's kind of like how I operate. But we're talking about the SWOT analysis and women in alignment. You have to know what those strengths are, because you also need to be able to rely back on those strengths when you're identifying the weaknesses. The weaknesses are not weaknesses of inept or, your inability to do some things. The weaknesses are things that's not your expertise. God didn't give you everything to do. Your gifts and talents don't mean the whole smorgasbord. It means what's particular for you. So you want to focus in on that. You give other people the opportunity, which is next, the opportunity to shine, because that's their strength. So when we look at these things, we look at the strengths, but we also know that our strengths are going to let us know about our weaknesses. And when you know that where those weaknesses are, that's where opportunity comes. Opportunity comes for you, and opportunity comes for the person who is going to be that has that as their strength. That's what they're good at. So you want to look at those things. When those opportunities come, you're giving the person who probably was wanting that opportunity to do something all along. But because you were trying to operate in that zone, you kind of didn't allow them to have that opportunity to do it. So we have to understand that everything is not for us to do. We have to give people another opportunity, or the opportunity to do that thing too. But what it also does is give us the opportunity to go do something else. Go do something that we're good at. Go do something that's what we're supposed to do. So keep those things in mind. Don't look at things as, a lack or, something to that degree. Look at it as an opportunity for someone else to shine and do things. Now, once we've kind of moved from the strengths, we know what the weaknesses are, we can now identify who we need to partner with. Let's just be truthful. If your expertise is not t-shirts and marketing to that degree, then you need to let that be and not try to design your own stuff. Get someone who's good at doing it so that they can make your shirts or what you're doing look the best that it can, so that it's appealing. Because we shop, we eat, we relationship with our eyes. We build relationships with our eyes. And regardless to some of the things that people are always saying, you build those relationships with your eyes, and you first see things and then you go forward with it, once it appealed to your visual. And that's just how it is. First impressions, all that stuff that's being said, it's true. We can feel and talk about getting to know people and judging a book by its cover. We all judge the book by its cover. We look at the book. First of all, why are you looking at the book then? Just imagine if you weren't sighted, you wouldn't even see the book. If you removed one of your, the things that you're capable of doing, if you move one of those senses away, then you would probably be able to really look at it from a non-judgmental type of way, because you're not able to see. You can't use the one key thing that we've used to build and create systemic ways of doing things that are not positive, because of visual, because of what we see. So we have to look at it from the threats. It's a threat. Your visually things or could be threats, because that's the first thing that you see. Now, don't even mind that phone. That's the house phone. And somebody just keeps calling, talking about your Amazon account or your iPhone account, iCloud has been breached. Something, push this button. I'm like, crazy. I'm not pressing this button. Button make me press it, and then now it's done opted me into a whole bunch of stuff. No, thank you. So anyway, it'll stop ringing pretty soon. And if it doesn't, it'll go to voicemail. So anyway, thank all of you guys. So we're not going to be long because I have to shift. And again, when you look at your strengths, you understand what you're good at and what your expertise. When you also look at your weaknesses, you also understand your abilities. And then you partner with someone else by giving them an opportunity to be able to shine. Because when you do all of those three are going to help you identify the threats. The threats are the things that either threaten you or they're going to shore up some things that are weak. Threats will also let you know what are the weaknesses. They let you see where your weaknesses are because they come in with full force. And you are understanding where they're coming from so that you can use those opportunities to shore up those weaknesses as well. That also builds up on your strengths. So I'm going to get going. I thank you guys for being here. Be sure to stay tuned for our melanin collection that we're going to be putting out. I'll be putting it out soon, working on like the shopping cart. We have some wonderful shirts that I've shown just recently that I designed, and I like them. I think they turned out really nice. So thank all of you guys. Again, today is Women in Alignment Wednesday. I will be back tonight with Women in Alignment after dark. Depends on what time we come on. If it's going to be way after dark, like it was yesterday, way after dark. So thank you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you, Elaine. And of course, Tamara Sharif Muhammad. Thank you guys. And you guys take care.